We are live. Welcome back. It is a Bitcoin leg day. I don't even know what that means. I just went to the gym. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. Jerome Powell weighing in. We're going to take a look at our trade/TA from yesterday, see how that played out. We're going to look at the Bitcoin chart. We're going to look at what coins are moving on the side. Oh, my camera's not on. It's a mysterious day. There we go. Embarrassing. So let's jump into it. First things first, guys, smash that like and subscribe button. It helps the stream get visibility on YouTube, and so more wonderful, intelligent people can join us and get learned. Jump in the Discord. All these links are in the video description below. Using any of those links helps support the stream, so do as you will, costs you nothing. Let's say patron, check out the patron. Check out the patron today. Let's gear in here. Check out the patron. Today is the second best day to sign up in the month. Comes with macro market analysis, trade setups, exclusive technical analysis, all kinds of goodies. We had a lot of members join recently, so we're looking for you to join us. It's going to be a good time. Bitcoin Miami. Join me in Miami April 6th through 9th. Promo code CROWN. I think you get 33% off if you pay in BTC, and you get 10% off for using the promo code. So, cool beans. Cool beans. Let's take a look at Jerome Powell's recent statements. I got this article pulled up here. On their plans to raise rates, we've been a little skeptical of their ability to do so here into March as they planned, insisting that they're still going to do it. I have my doubts. He seems determined. Quite a few interesting statements here, claiming that we're going to see a peak of inflation this year and then they expect it to temper off. Really, isn't this what kind of the same rhetoric? They just keep pushing things down the road. They keep saying, it's coming someday soon, and nothing really changes. I have my doubts on pretty much everything that they're saying. Something that's grabbing eyes. I'm looking for the quote here. There's a good one. High inflation imposes significant hardship on the people. Yeah. Duh. They never say anything of importance. I can't even find it in this article, so I'll have to quote it myself. Jerome Powell today saying, I think it was today, something along the lines of there can be more than one reserve currency. I'm not sure that's ever existed. It is quite a statement. And, well, if you ask me what that second one would be, it would be the corn. I think that's a logical conclusion here. Everything going on in the macroeconomic environment, our prayers go out to the people of Ukraine, but everything going on is extremely bullish. In fact, cryptocurrency has never been in an environment that is so extremely bullish. And so I guess we should be thankful. Certainly not praising war in any way. That's Bitcoin is anti-war. I am anti-war. But it's amazing how almost overnight we have seen Russia somehow create this incredibly bullish environment. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. So I want to stop here. We're going to take a look at yesterday's TA. Let's see how that played out.
Kind of dumpy, but this is very head and shoulders on the 5. If this is going to play out as a head and shoulders on the 5, this is what we would expect. We'd expect a move back to 43.8 and then 44.3. So let's see how that plays out.
How did it play out? Well, not perfectly. Admittedly, not perfectly, but not too bad. We did a little trading below 43.8 before we had a nasty stop wick. Boop. And there we go, 44.3. So did we win yesterday in our TA? Kinda. Not the best, but not our worst show. Good to see the TA playing out here. Let's take a look at our Bitcoin chart. Still waiting. We have not progressed too much. Yesterday's daily candle did close green. A little more price action than I expected. And into today, we're seeing kind of that lull of volatility. There is 4 hours left. We could see that change up. But our 20 weekly and 50 weekly moving averages still sitting above us. Still acting as that zone of liquidity or resistance for upside movements. Actually, do we have yesterday's chart? This is a beautiful chart. It does seem as if our TA is being very respected, actually. We have a zone of support below us at 40K, let's call it, to about 48, and above us, resistance, a nice glob of resistance from about 46.2 to 52. It would not surprise me in any way to see both of these levels tested. The market does love to whiplash around, grab liquidity from lows and highs, but really if we make it past 52, things are looking really good. That is above the 50 and 20 weeklies. These are going to be our defining trend-setting moving averages moving forward. And not so much has happened. We're seeing a really similar sideways price action. If we zoom out, becoming rather similar to this early February price action on the 4-hour with that really sideways movement after a move to the upside. This isn't exactly the same. That really didn't set any higher highs. We're seeing higher highs here. Not the most bullish looking kind of jarble, right? Just jarble of candles here. No real pattern other than these wick highs that are being sold off. We saw 2 of these on the 4-hour close as dojis. So we really are sideways. We've moved to the upside and now we're moving sideways. I don't think we're going to get really a definitive up or down from here. I think the best way for this to be played is to look at those zones of support and resistance and make a plan for both. Make a plan for both situations. I think that's the only way to make this really work. Today's close, looking for a close above 43.1. That's going to avoid the bearish engulf. That price point has not been tested yet. So far, we have more of that indecision candle. We said this yesterday. We were kind of expecting this indecision candle. We saw it back here in our run-up in February, where we closed and then saw a small doji before moving further. That's what we were expecting yesterday. Instead, we got kind of a thick body. This isn't a doji. And now we have maybe that indecision candle now. So let's take a look at our daily. RSI is up. We don't have bearish divergence. Huzzah. Huzzah. We're not getting poon swaggled. That's right. I said it. I remembered. Don't ask. Momentum on the day, still trending up. No signs of chilling. Market cipher a little still mixed feelings here. We do see money flow is trailing off. VWAP has pulled back, but our momentum is above 0. So what this says to me is we need some follow through. That this move is not enough. I don't think you needed me to say that today. I think you knew that. But why not? When in Rome. Need a little more follow through. That could be a test to that area of liquidity, 48 to 52. That's going to be the deal breaker or the trend setter. What would actually be really nice to see play out would be maybe a little consolidation, a move into that 52 level, and then back test 45 as support. That would set this chart up actually very beautifully for a continued run to the upside. We have a poll going. Whether or not this is a dead cat bounce or we're actually rallying to a new all-time high. Feel free to vote. Love your feedback. We are leaning bullish here on this channel, but that doesn't mean you have to be. All kinds of thoughts, all opinions are welcome in this space, bearish or bullish. I will say we're definitely not in dead cat bounce territory. We said this back April, May, June. We're saying it again. We just simply haven't retraced enough. If we can make that move up to, look at that, the golden pocket, 52. If we can make that move up to 52, pull back, hold support at 45, I would say we are very much cleared to at least move back to the 60s range, if not break higher. I don't believe the top is in for this run, period. I've been saying that for a year now. And for a year, technically, it's been true. Well, 65 was the top. We did break it, so I guess that was right. But I don't believe that we're going to be entering a prolonged winterish period here as some are suggesting. The macro environment is simply too bullish. I'm not a big fundamentals guy, definitely more of a technicals person, but when we look at these other charts, it's hard to deny. We look at the BTC ruble that was highlighted on today's thumbnail. Look at the BTC ruble, and it is flying back towards all-time highs. And you can say, but Tom, we don't care about the ruble, and that's fine. It's fun to say. Go ahead, say it out loud. Ruble, ruble, ruble. We don't care about the ruble. We're here in USD or whatever. Sure, that's fair. But what we can see from this chart is fiat currency is pouring in to Bitcoin via the ruble. And this is a domino. This is what we really have been waiting for since day one of Bitcoin, is for the flood or cascade of hyperinflating in currencies to find shelter in Bitcoin. And we're seeing it on the ruble. That isn't the USD yet, but this is adding buying pressure into the market. Bitcoin is being removed from liquid supply as people pour out of the ruble. And ruble is not the only chart, in fact, that shows this. If we look at the Troy is a very different picture here. The Troy lira, or not Troy, I'm sorry, the Turkish lira. Very different chart. This is Bitcoin. We hit a high here of 52 in April, and we broke to about 85 in November or December. That's a significantly higher high. This chart is almost not even recognizable from the USD pair, isn't it? It's pretty wild. So something we have to consider here is that Bitcoin is global. It is being traded against almost every currency of significance out there. Their charts do matter. They don't necessarily control the market, but they are buying and selling pressure. Just like with the USD. So to see these charts rally does suggest that there are buyers, even if it's outside of the USD pair. You can argue maybe, well, what if they buy in rubles and then they sell in USD? Sure, that, I have nothing to really say against that. That's definitely a possibility. But with everything going on, it just doesn't make sense. Markets aren't always logical, though. So maybe we get Poonswiggled, got it again. Maybe. But something tells me that the USD chart is going to end up looking similar to this Turkish lira. If the Fed gets very hawkish, maybe that gets mixed up. But I don't know, man. I don't see it. This is quite a chart if you invert it. This does not look like a chart that's gaining strength when it's inverted, does it? This looks very bearish. Extremely bearish, actually. The lira has almost a perfect head and shoulders. It really just needs to confirm the neckline down here. I would say the neckline's at like 64, 65. And you have an extremely ugly pattern. Boop. Right there. Love it. Love to see it. Let's zoom into some quicker, smaller time frames here. We looked at the 4. Let's look at the 1. Let's look at the one using yesterday's chart, because that one's more set up. Something we discussed yesterday was this move up, okay? Is it done? Well, we did have a higher high, so we can say no, but that's in hindsight. We said it is moving up, it's trending up, until we've reached the 236, the most shallow of Fibonacci retraces, and that was at 42.9, basically 43. We have not tested that level. In fact, we have to move this up again. We have to move our fib up one more time here because we have a higher high. Oop. There we go. Spicy AF. Holy spice. So our 236 retrace, when we can say this is no longer in an uptrend and it is retracing, and we would look for deeper retracement, is now at 43.2 or 43.3, and that lines up very, very well with our area of support here at 43.2. If we can break this level, it is likely that we are looking to test that support, but so far this is held rather strongly. This is not the best pattern here. In fact, we would usually expect this to break to the downside, but we haven't seen it. We do have a very early canary here, though, at 43.2, and that's where we're going to start looking for downside. So in this moment, we are still in an uptrend. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. This actually is starting to look similar to that as well. Spicy. Spicy. This is starting to look similar. As we had these... Whoa, why? As we had this series of highs that held pretty well before we saw the first lower low here in this pattern. We fell below it and took off. So we could be looking for something similar in structure to February 24th to 28th. So far, so good. That might look something like this. Let's get our bars pattern out. And let's put it on the chart. See how that looks. I love these patterns. That doesn't look too bad. It doesn't quite make it down to our area where we would expect it to retrace. So maybe this is not coming. The bars pattern is not something I ever would recommend someone trade on. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. There we go. One reason being you can really manipulate it to look like anything. This actually fits a little better here. A little test of our support before moving up into resistance. Sure. I could definitely see that happening. What we're really looking for, and we were talking about this yesterday, is this really nasty rising channel. That's what we're looking for. Why? Just because it's likely the most probable pattern to paint out here. We saw it happen. We're seeing it kind of on lower time frames. And while we would expect that again to break to the downside, when the bulls are angry in Bitcoin, it doesn't really seem to matter what we see, does it? No. Momentum on the 1 hour, still pulling down. This is interesting to me. Since right here, our 1 hour time frame, we have seen selling momentum dominate. Yet price hasn't moved. Price has not moved down, and in fact made a higher high locally with this selling pressure. What that tells me is there is likely less orders above price and a likely stacked book below us absorbing these sells. I do like the fact that we've had these kind of sharp rallies up that do get sold off, but as of this moment, both of these have made higher lows, and so they're signaling to me we're still in an uptrend. I like it. I like it. Check out this market cipher on the hour. A little ugly. I was really hoping the hourly would be able to hold positive momentum and make a move back to the upside, but we have dipped back down into that negative Momo. Oscillators are curling a little bit there. RSI is reset. Not a lot there. Not a lot there. I was hoping for more. I was hoping for something a little spicier. But there isn't always spice to be found. We may have 43.8 as resistance on low time frames here. We have fallen below. And we have tickled it again. The longer price can consolidate below resistance here, I believe, the higher probability of breaking to the upside. Sitting below us is that important 43.2. So we can actually even set up maybe a pretty spicy trade here. So let's assume it does move to 43.2. We might say something like, all right, if we reject here and find support, we may look for a move back to the golden pocket. So let's we didn't put a trade set up yesterday. Let's try one. Not financial advice, of course. I think we can look to have a pretty tight stop. Let's do it. Man, that's where they'll snipe though. That's where they'll snipe stops if we do get it. We'll make it a little tighter. We'll stick with the 42.3 here. So we'll say if it trades below 43, we're out of this position. And we're going to look to ride that back up to the implied golden pocket at 44.550 for a 4-to-1. We only have to win 25% to break even on a trade with this risk to reward. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty solid. The 5-minute is giving me a little indication maybe it's not trying to go lower. 3 tests of the low RSI here failed to oversell. And now it's back at 50, coiling up. Dang. Dang, son. Let's add that back. Okay. I dig it. I like it. I like it. We'll see how this plays out. Let's set an alert. No, I already have alerts. Put an alert back here. Cuckoo. All right, let's take a look at cryptos in general. What's moving today? Look at the top 10. We see relatively flat trading. Bitcoin virtually at a 0% change from 24 hours ago. Ethereum down about 0.5%. Not really a big change. BNB, no change from 24 hours ago. XRP with a -2%. Let's look at XRP. Let's look at this thing. People have been talking about XRP a lot. Not really sure why all of a sudden. It seems kind of random. But hey, when in Rome, let's look at XRP. XRP USDT, that'll be fine. XRP. Let's check her out. This is not the most bullish chart. It is not the most bullish. It is not the worst chart either, but I think here we go. Not really sure why we're hearing it so much lately, but give the people what they want. Yeah, this is something. Do we have any indicators here? All right, VWAP on the monthly and momentum might be pinching to the upside. MACD hasn't signaled that yet. And we do have we got bullish divergence on the monthly low here for XRP. We have that on Bitcoin as well. So that is something decent. I would like to see it hold 61 cents. That's a pretty macro level. Looking back many, many years, you can see very interactive with price acting as resistance and as support. Not bad. Not bad. Same bullish divergence on our low. Here we have a lower swing low on RSI on the weekly with a higher swing low in price. It's typically a bullish signal. MACD on the weekly finally rolling over after staying in selling momentum, finally looking to roll over. It's going to need to see quite a push though. It's going to see quite a push to really get that back up. About the weekly. Money flow for 1 week was negative, now back to positive. That's pretty interesting actually. What I don't love, let's start with what I don't love. I don't love the series of higher lows, or lower highs, sorry. We had a high in March of 21, a lower high in September, a lower high in October, a lower high in January, a lower high in February, and so we need to see some kind of higher high. The good news, that won't be that difficult. Okay, this isn't that difficult. 91 cents. Currently trading at 76 cents. That's not a huge ask. Not a huge ask. But that series of lower highs and pretty much a visual flat bottom, not the best pattern here. We don't love this pattern. But this pattern can easily be invalidated simply by breaking 91 or 92 cents. And then it doesn't look so terrible. Our indicators are pretty bullish on those lows. Pretty bullish on the lows. But this is a hard coin to predict. It's strange to me that people are all of a sudden talking about it a lot because the SEC case isn't settled. I think that taking any trade on XRP until that case is settled is really knife territory, knife status. However, you guys know my opinion on XRP, but if you don't have any XRP, throwing a few dollars for kind of like a long-term moon bag, it's really a bet on the SEC's outcome. I don't think it's a terrible idea. I think the problem is people are going to hear that, they're going to go in way too hard, and they're going to get uncomfortable in their position and wreck themselves. So don't do that. Don't do that. When I say a small amount, maybe $20. You get $20, and then if it goes to the moon, you can celebrate with all the XRP people. And if it doesn't do anything and falls out of this wedge, you don't really care. You know, $20. $20 is $20, right? Don't. Daily not really as bullish. Momentum finally peaking up, but until XRP breaks 92 cents, not really interested. You could put an alert at 92, an alert at 60 on XRP, and not look at this chart until one of them goes off, and you would pretty much know exactly what it's doing. I do not love that. Something interesting here. On Bittrex, so this is not across exchanges, but on Bittrex, Litecoin at Bitcoin pair did something a little funky today. Did trade down to a multi-year low. It continues to grind down in price discovery to the downside, but it did something a little interesting. We're not going to spend time on this, don't worry. But it did have a crazy wick today, a 10% wick to the upside, before immediately moving back down. This is likely just a low liquidity situation. We can see it wasn't even a 5-minute candle. It wasn't even a 1-minute candle. I wonder if it was like 1 second. Literally, it was 1 second. Okay. It was quite literally 1 second. So I wouldn't put too much weight. I wouldn't put too much into that candle. It's just interesting. The thing that you probably need to know about this scenario is that price action is real. If you had a limit sell, you would have filled if it was below that value. So they're real, but maybe they shouldn't be calculated in with RTA, and I think that that's reasonable. Litecoin, man. Something tells me this is going to just drip. We're going to see a nasty wick. This chart is cleaner than it used to be. That's odd. Or maybe I was looking at Coinbase last time. I think I was looking at Coinbase. Something tells me we're going to see a nasty wick to the downside with Litecoin, and it's going to get bought up and capitulate. I've been waiting for this event again for 5 years now. Will it come? I don't know. Probably. I believe it will. I believe it will. I think the price action is actually pretty similar with this grinding down slope. Grinding down slope. Spicy. Spicy. What's up, Josh?
Is God YouTube famous BTC King of Kings, protector of the crypto realm, first of his name, no sleeves, crown daddy crown.
No sleeves. Oh, of course Josh would tune in on the no sleeves day. Of course. But of course, my friend, for you, it's good to see you, brother. It's been a while. Josh, you've been busy with real life? Fair enough. Let's redo our chart here. This chart needed a little bit of cleaning up, and the best way to do that is just take a fresh look. Fresh look. We can consult with the past chart after we take a fresh look. 85 bucks. You have that monthly support. Technically, you got a monthly support at 145. Resistance above you at 376. Hey Josh, remember when I told you it wasn't financial advice, but that you should take profit at 420? I appreciate and I respect your conviction. But I know Josh did. I know he took some profits. Slayed it, man. Josh was in this coin like before Binance even freaking listed it, I feel. Like single digits. Dumping some at 420. That's just king status. Weekly momentum. Selling pressure is waning off. RSI. Nothing really of note. Following price. VWAP trending up. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Let's see where our moving averages are on this one. Right at weekly resistance. Okay. That test of 189 looks like it could be in the cards sometime soon. Could be in the cards. You got to cross above the clouds. Finding some support here. 190. I think 190 is looking juicy for EGLD. Right there. You can see the weekly TK sitting right at weekly resistance. I dig it. I dig it. Let's see what else is on this chart. Let's look at our retracement. Boom. Nice little golden pocket retrace. I'll take it. We see that at 130. Might not be a bad spot. 130. 85 would be way juicier to me, though. Ooh, those moving averages are angry. This is the stickler for me. At about 162, we have the 20 and 50 dailies looking not so hot. Looking not so hot. We're going to need something pretty bullish to outweigh that. We got bullish divergence on MACD for the daily, not RSI. Money flows rolling over. Yeah, I don't know. This is a waiter. I think this is kind of a wait play for me. But I think 190 to 200-ish, this area, very likely. Very likely, even if it moves to the downside. You can kind of see that even just using your eyes, some kind of symmetrical pattern playing out. Get everybody nice and bearish, and then hopefully move back up. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Not a lot. Not a lot. I feel like this is going to consolidate into a symmetrical triangle. That's my TA for EGLD right now. Is that it's going to look to do something like this. Let's paint it this way. There we go. When it finally decides to break either line here, the higher or the low, probably going to see continuation. But I think it's probably going to play inside that triangle for a little bit. Something like that. Good to see you, Josh. Love you, brother. Thanks for the 10. I had to look. I had to peek. Corn. Back to corn. How's the chat doing? We're still flirting with resistance here. Our trade might not get filled. We did say the longer it consolidates under this resistance, the higher probability of breaking to the upside. And we're still consolidating. It's on the 5-minute chart. This is, don't try this at home. Let's see what chat's up to. It looks like we're about 51%, 52% with 270 votes. I think we're rallying to a new all-time high. 48% say dead cat bounce. Those are good numbers. Those are good numbers. It's not one-sided. That means that the market will split here on the next move. What's up, Firsat Fazili? I like that name. H-bar, how is it? How is it? You tell me. How is it? Is it on the big gainers? Nope. We see ANC. We looked at that a few days ago. FTM, KDA, Osmo, Harmony 1, Zek, Sol. Where's H-bar? I will say I've noticed that H-bar doesn't really tend to run. It doesn't tend to be as correlated as tightly as a lot of these other coins with the rest of the market. Don't know why. Just doesn't seem to be. I don't see it as a big loser or gainer. So you tell me, how is it? Run them up. Run up the likes. That's right, man. Thank you, my friends. That is right. Smash the like button. Can we get 420 likes? It's leg day. If we can't get 420 likes on leg day, we can't ever get 420 likes. So, like now or forever hold your peace. You bought 4ETH last night for first big ape, trying to buy a bunch of NFTs. Well, Joe, do you think those NFTs will outpace Ethereum? People have gotten a lot less hype on Ethereum lately. In 2021, it was like, I'm an Ethereum maxi, and now you don't really hear about it again. Don't know. Daniel, Luna is killing it. You're right. Luna's killing it. Might have retraced since this morning, but it is killing it. Oof. Let's put this on the day. Luna still... okay. Back at the previous all-time high in valuation against Bitcoin. Still looking for a move to the upside on its BTC valuation for sure. It's broken its high, and that's typically what we look for. I had a nice little bullish kissing late February. Broke through 85. I didn't think it had what it took. It did. We could look for support at 85, 75. But I think the safe play is to look back to that previous support. If it doesn't make it there, then you just find something else. Buying it here, you might get lucky, but that's just not smart trading. Not smart trading. What's up, Greg Zilla, my man? Nick R, man. Good to see me going live. I've been live every day. I don't think that YouTube's been alerting people of our streams. That happens. The answer is, join our Discord. You'll always get a notification when we go live. We've been live, like, honestly, out of the last 10 days, I think, like, 9 of them. So, it's great to have you guys here. Thank you for joining us. Love you all. What do I think about Quantum?
LUXSO, LYXE USD YouTube famous BTC King of Kings protector of the
Josh, you still looking at the same charts? Still looking at the same charts, man. I remember looking at this for you like last year. See, still have the chart. Let me finish with Luna. You definitely have supports below you. You have $100 above you. Psychological resistance and literal resistance from the dailies, all-time high. Whew. All-time high. BTC pair still in price exploration, so it is hard to bet down, but try to play this safe. Don't FOMO in just because it's up. It really hasn't pulled back in any significant way. It hit 97.50, now it's at 90. That's not even 10% back. Look for discounts. It's LUXSO. Looks like it's very close to where we left it. Oh, nice. Josh, that trade's still open. Maybe that's why you're asking about it. Wow, it never got back to there. It did set a higher high, but it didn't make it to the 1618 at about $50, $56. Womp. Now, this chart could look worse though. There's a little too much on it. It's that still live, still in play. Moving averages are a little nicer here. Price reached like the 50 and the 20 yesterday. That's nice. We see the 200 trending up still, showing us it's still moving up slowly. About to overlap with our $20 resistance. Let's see our indicators on the dailyo. VWAP's up. RSI is below staunch RSI and momentum's rolling over. Not bad. Not bad after a higher low on money flow. $20 seems pretty solid here. That seems like a pretty solid play. It's pretty solid. No bullish divergence on MACD. We do on RSI. Really conflicting there across the space. I think we can do another one here. Another one. These levels, man, they've been respected for so long. Ooh, but it's gonna be tight. Okay. I think a patient trader could squeak this trade out. Looking for that entry at previous support, about $13. Looking to close below the recent low and to take profit at the 200 daily, not financial advice. I can see this definitely playing out. I can see that playing out with rather good probability. It doesn't give you a higher high here. It doesn't break 23. I mean, if it does, then, you know, freaking rock and roll. But that looks like a pretty safe play. Well, not safe. Looks like a pretty good probability play. Do we think that the odds of this are greater than 1/3? I would say yeah. I would say they're leaning towards about 40%. That you get both of these conditions met before you trade below $10. Yeah. Yeah. I dig it. I dig it, man. I hope your LUXSO bags are turning into balloons here. Bagloons. Really similar price action, actually, to its previous all-time high and pullback. Where'd it go from? $27 down to 4. Oh, man. That's savage. 85% drawdown from the previous high in March. Where are we at now? 75. We did the same retracement. Be looking closer to $6. That's possible, but I think that's only going to happen if the whole market tanks. Everything tanks. There we go. Daily Ichi Cloud saying, hey, come test me. Come test that $16 area. That's perfect. That's perfect. Cool chart. I don't know if I really personally would trade this one, but it's a logical, rationally sorted trade setup. Not that. I'm going to close some of these windows. Closing windows. There we go, so we don't lose the stream. Don't forget, guys, check out the Patreon after the stream. If you want to invest in yourself, if you'd like to become a better trader, now's the time to sign up. We'd love to have you. We've had a bunch of new patrons join. I think this is the most new patrons we've had in a month since like a year ago. So it's getting spicy again. Come join the crew. Lots of really intelligent, smart traders in our patron chat. And yeah, benefit from their knowledge. Come benefit, man. Yeah, this trade's still looking good. Still looking good. I'm undecided. I think the 5-minute might be throwing us poon wobble. Poon wobble. It's the word of the day. Dang. 12-minute definitely trending down though. Yeah, come fill us. Come fill our position 12-minute. Poon wobble. Poon wobble. I've never heard anyone say that. It's just that tickled my fancy. Tickled my fancy. Money flow is trending down. Our highs have been coming down. And that's not the hottest take. 2 hour approaching zero. What do you guys think? I don't know. View up on the 4s down. I don't know, man. This chart is just chilling. It's just chilling. Our yearly VWAP. We retook that on the last day of February. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Chilling down at 40,600. Just another of the million things telling us, hey, there's liquidity at 40,500. It's like the whole chart is pointing to those two zones, and that's here for liquidity on the sell side, and that's roughly here for liquidity on the buy side. As we said, maybe we'll just see it range in between these. That would be pretty normal. Pretty normal. At this point, that's looking pretty likely. Mm, 2-day though. 2-day looking juicy. Ooh, bearish divergence on your highs on the 2-day, but not on the 1-day. That's a little bearish. Again, messages, automated messages. I don't want them. Get out of here, you goofy thing. Sideways. As soon as I go live, it's just the most sideways. Like, it's like maybe right here is when we went live. Nah, we went live here. So we have not seen price move more than 0.25% since we went live. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. What's up, Divine Nation? Mattis Gallon. You're looking at Chili's. I haven't been to a Chili's restaurant in like 20 years. What's up, Neil? Leverage trade. I don't recommend trading leverage. 99% of my trades are spot. I think leverage is a huge trap. At least for the way that retail uses leverage. Leverage is not a shortcut. Honestly, leverage is a hedge. It's a long cut. You're slowing yourself down to have to risk off. Leverage, in my opinion, should never be used to risk on. No. No. Am I bullish for a day, Looney? Nah, I'm looking for just like sideways. Just kind of neutral day. ADA seems like a deal below $1. Yeah. If you never had a shot at $1, now's your time. It's funny that the buying enthusiasm just disappears when prices go low, and that's when it makes sense to buy. And prices go high and the buying appetite gets massive. Doesn't work out well. Don't be that way. What's up, Evan T? Shmee McLaurin. Shmeesh McLaurin says BTC to the ground. Wahaha. Do you know? How do you know? What's up, Pedro Fierrera? Quantum. Were you the person asking for Quantum earlier? Someone was asking for quantum earlier. Let's see. Smash that like button. Mosin, my man. Yes, smash the likes and the subscribes. Looks like one person subscribed. Dipigajigadav. Probably a bot. Ooh, here's one. Amardep Swing. I thought that was yesterday, though. Maybe they subscribed again. Double the trouble. Rohit. You check it out. Spamming is not going to get you what you want. Leverage will wreck you. Yeah, dude, you don't need it. If you don't know what I mean when I say that people use leverage incorrectly the majority of the time, then you shouldn't be using leverage. Go do the research, find out what I'm talking about, and then you can make the choice for yourself. Thank you, I did it a couple months ago. Yeah, I did. I did it as a hedge. As a hedge. And I told everybody I would do it, and then I did it, and then, and I closed it. I open on average maybe one, maybe two leverage positions a year. A year. And you are all about quantum, Mr. Pedro. But you're not spamming it, so maybe I'll check it. Maybe I'll pull up whatever I had. Ooh. What did I have here? BTC paired has smashed down. They thought we were crazy when we were calling for quantum to 17 bucks. But we weren't crazy. Hey, you got strong support at $5 below you. The only thing I don't love about this chart is the same thing we were looking at with XRP, is you really do have that lower high flat bottom setup. So we're going to need to see quantum make a move, break $17 before really this pattern is invalidated, or break lower. And the problem with that is, well, support below 5 is down at like $3.35. That's about a 50% drop. Likely, if that happens, you'll see some bullish divergence and such painted out. The chart will all of a sudden look better. Your moving averages are identical here on quantum to, what was it? LUXSO. LYXE. LUXSO. No, not LUXSO. It was EGLD. Josh is getting me confused. Blame Josh. Blame Josh. Smash the like button and subscribe. That's right. That didn't make any sense, Tom. Yep, has that same 50-20 kind of ugliness. I don't love that. I don't love that. It's not confidence building. You got that bearish kiss here. The bearish kiss. You don't have any kind of divergence on the daily time frame, but maybe you do on the weekly. On the weekly, yeah, bullish divergence. Pretty much in line with the rest of the market. That $5 mark really stands out. Like, really stands out. I think if you want to be literal with it, it's 485.
Howdy, partner. Can
Howdy.
we take a look at Ultra UOS?
Ultra. What's up, Sodium, my man? Anything for you, my dude. Ultra UO. What is UOS? I don't. I'm going into like unnavigated waters here. Ultra. Wait, Ultra. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I was like, wait, but this is saying Ultra is OUS. And that's what Sodium was saying. Fair enough. You got a bunch of history. It's weird. You have a good amount of history. You have like 2 years, a little bit less than 2 years. But weirdly, this chart doesn't look like it. It looks like a chart that doesn't have any history. That's strange. It has not been extremely volatile. You can see this whole chart is one big ascending channel. That's not really ideal. That doesn't doom it, though. We've seen charts do this on the macro and break to the upside. On the day, you had bullish divergence off your low. That was also basically off the bottom of this trend. Ooh. Healthier than a lot of charts we've looked at here, holding its 200 daily moving average, and the 50 and 20 looking pretty bullish below it. You can see the 100 daily acting as resistance, and that is at what? 140? I bet if we zoom out, we'll find that 140 is a pretty significant price point. Let's see. Not yet. Stair-stepping support. Nice. Yep, it just deleted everything. Ooh. 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 Okay. Alright. Okay. 131. Well, we were close. 131. If this gets a close this week above 131, this chart looks really good. All of a sudden. All of a sudden. The kind of like catch to that, though, is you've had 1, 2, 3, this is 4 now weeks in a row you've traded above 131, but you settled below each time. So if it can pull it off this time, got bullish divergence on the weekly. If you can pull it off this time, this chart looks great. It actually looks kind of ahead of the market. 57. I like these nice back tests of support. I like that volume. Price has moved up in this channel, and volume has trended with it. It's a healthy chart. This is healthier than most of the stuff we've looked at today. Never heard of this thing. Don't know what it is. Give me a close above 131, and 157 is on deck pretty easily. 240 to retest the resistance. Maybe we'll do it down here instead. 169, nice. We'll do that just because nice. 161 would be my upside target in the short term if you get a close above 131 on the weekly. Boom. You really got what it takes. You don't have really any significant resistance above there. 169, you retake that, you're at 240, then you're looking for a higher high, like pretty quick. 100K when? 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 Now, 100K now. Bro, Rico, we're 100K, man. We're already at like 5 million rubles. So 100K is like nothing. It's like child's play. ZW1. I don't know what that is. ZW1, so it's a perp. We've got a perp. ZW1. Not crypto. Dollar energy. Wheat futures. Ooh, am I going all in on wheat? Find out soon. Oh, wheat all-time highs. Probably not. Let's see. Nope, not all-time highs, but dang. This is second only to the soybean calls. Wow, that is monstrous. I'm bearish on wheat because I can't eat gluten. Just so you know. So I'm biased, so like this is going to be very biased, everything I say. These are months. You have decades of history. Holy. All the way back to 1970. 1970s. Yeah, I'm bearish on wheat. Bearish on wheat because I can't eat it. Yeah, it looks like it's... I wouldn't doubt if this is going for kind of that same double top that we saw in soy. It was like a double top on soy, right? I can easily see wheat trading up to 1350. Easily. RSI is really up there, though. Wow. Dude, this is the chart of the day. This is getting tweeted. You better believe this is getting tweeted, Rico. This is definitely getting tweeted. Follow me on Twitter. This is getting tweeted. It's the tweet is going to be LFG wheat. Woot woot. Let's get rid of this. I'm going to do it right now. I love tweeting while we're live. Especially when it's gibberish. Like, this is a gibberish post. Let's go. Wheat. ZW1. I also believe that this, like, kind of messes with charts when people, like, throw stuff on Twitter like this. Like with the algos. It's another reason I like it. Oh, this is getting tweeted. Rico, I think I tweet you, like, things you say more than any human. Any other human. There we go. LFG wheat. First it was soybeans. Now it's wheat. To the moon. Wheat moon. Let's go. Dude, that's wild. Inflation isn't happening. Inflation is not happening. It's not happening at all. We're just seeing food and oil, energy. We're just seeing everything go up as it has been for, I don't even know, years and years and years now. Ooh, here we go though. On the yearly, wheat looking decent. Oh, this is the start of the year, so can't get excited yet. Can't get excited yet. I will say this, look at this, Rico. Maybe this marked inflation, brother. 2017. Dang, since 2017, wheat has kind of like been, well, it's only up 150%, but that's a crazy chart, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green years in a row at the moment. LFG wheat, team wheat. But I'm not, I'm against wheat. I'm very conflicted. Very conflicted. I just like saying LFG like to random charts because it's fun. That was great. Let's do US oil. Yeah, US oil. That's on this chart. Okay. All right, oil. Oil, all right. All right, oil. Boom. Oil back to levels not seen since 2011. That looks super extended, doesn't it? Let's flip this chart. Though at the same time, this actually looks like a pretty classic bear flag. Well, classic bear flag inverted, so bull flag. Pretty classic bull flag. On that break, March 2021. A year after the crash. Oil looks good. The only thing I don't like about oil here is this is just such a huge area of resistance. This whole like 100 to 110 maybe. 120. You can see that these are monthly candles, guys. We don't have this luxury with the corn. We only have like a 10 times 12, 120-ish monthly candles. Oil has so many. It's the only thing I don't love. But honestly, let's be real. Looks like it's breaking out of a very large bull flag. I don't forecast lower oil prices anytime soon. I don't think anybody does. Honestly, if ever. If ever, right? Why would oil ever like go down? Other than crazy speculation. Yeah, how does a $200, $240 oil sound? Sound good to you guys? Let's see. Gas is like what, $4 at the pump? So like $8 to $10 at the pump. All right. That'd be nice. Only nice because I don't really drive. I don't really fill up my gas tank that often. Can it push? You know what? It's in such a spicy spot. You can even see I have an oil alert from who knows when still set, waiting for that break at like 115. Let's go wheat. Wheat is like my weakness, man. Gluten. F gluten. Anti-gluten gang. Gluten and Putin. I dig it. Oil to the moon. To the moon, baby. I'm gonna be buying barrels of oil, storing them in my yard. What's up, Space Water, my friend? Mr. Ragsdale. Mr. Ragsdale. Oh, there's false flags. What's up, false flags? Oh, I'm a shut-in. Why are you asking that as if you don't know? You know. You know me. You know me, flags. Check out coal. I don't even know the ticker for coal. You can look at coal. I can imagine coal will only ever go up in cost as well because we're not really producing more coal, right? That's like futures coal. LTD, though, that's not the commodity. I don't want coal What's the ticker? What's the ticker? DJ Satoshi, you're back. You lost your 100x trade. Is anyone hiring? McDonald's, brother. McDonald's probably hiring. Coal ticker. I don't want coal stocks. I want... There's a fizz ETF, maybe. No coal... Yeah, there's no coal ETF on the open market. I don't want coal stock. I want coal. How much for one coal? How much for one single coal? One unit of coal. One coal coin. How much is one coal coin? Tell me that. Coal to the moon. Oh, wow. Coal to the moon. Let's go. It's, you know what's funny is the increase is about equal. Your increase is about equal to oil. Except coal already broke its, you know, HCC at least, already broke its all-time high. 72.90. Let's go. Let's go, coal. Old King Coal. Smash the like button. Jump in Discord. I forgot to say Discord. Best way to keep up with the stream, but we're going to be doing, as we do every stream, airdrops. So you'll get free Satoshis just for being in the Discord. You don't have to do anything. Built-in wallet with Tipbot BCC. Just be in there. Make sure you verify. You have to just click the green check mark emoji. And you'll get some sats. You'll get some pennies. Pieces of the drop. Wow. Is it weird that sometimes I get jealous of charts? I'm like, I wish this was Bitcoin's chart. I wish Bitcoin just broke its all-time high. It's up 10%. Old coal. Co. Let's go wheat. Did anybody like the let's go wheat tweet? Warlord wannabe. I don't even know what that means. Someone commented Warlord wannabe. All right, sure. Which country is #1 in wheat exports? Asks Pelican Toast. I do not know. I do not know. I'm gonna guess US or Russia. Or Ukraine, maybe. Man, nobody likes wheat. No one likes wheat. That's lame. Only 2 people liked it. Where's the hype for wheat? What happened to the good old days of wheat? What happened to the good old days of wheat? Back when you could retire on a wheat salary. You tuck your wheats away for the winter for retirement. What's up, Cathego? Mr. O. Joshua Hierro. Frankie can't. What? Right, who just goes to a stream and just says other streamers' names? It's just random. Imagine Powell avoiding watching the State of the Union. What's up, Kenny D? Swamp Witch. I like that name. I like that. You got shouted out, DJ. Double shout out. Double shout out. What's up, Capital Life? Magdalena von Ingen. Bullish on lettuce. On this channel, we're like retiring from crypto. We're actually just like gonna be doing vegetable charts. So soy, wheat, lettuce. The onion market. The onion market these days is unreal. Unreal. You get rich quick in the onion market. Oil's already 530 where Sticks 96 lives. I don't even know what it is here. I'll be real. I don't look at it. Good evening. Good evening. What's up, Scar Sizzle? Evan T. Carthago del Dana Est. You want a shocker? Euro Chiff. Lower low today. Decentralized wheat. There's too much centralization in wheat. There's too much wheat centralization. We must decentralize the wheat. Down with gluten. Somehow I'm like pro and non-pro because it's just gibberish anyway. It's all gibberish. It's all gibberty-gook. Let's go wheat. If we could somehow get wheat trending, wouldn't that be funny? If like we got wheat trending on Twitter and people are like, why is wheat? Why are you excited about wheat? I think that would be hilarious. Corn, you have proven to me that you are going to be boring AF as expected. At least until we shut the stream down, then it'll go ape. Let's look at these other charts that we have over here. Boom, 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 boom. Matic is still bouncing. Nice. Matic making a run for 180. Not quite there yet. Holding 144 support. I'll take it. Theta. Let's go Theta. Has not moved really since yesterday. BTC Ruble. No, don't do that, BTC Ruble. Don't go red. Stay green. Keep lighting it up. Keep lighting it up for the rest of the market. All that money must be going into rubles. Or no, into wheats and soys. USD Ruble. Moonin'. Still moonin'. Pulling back. Minus 9% for the day after a nice, like, 30% climb. USD rubles at all-time highs. Is it all-time highs? No. Well, on this chart it is. I don't think it is. I think that's a lie. All right. Bitcoin, you're being boring AF. Guys, have you subscribed? Did you enable notifications? Did you join the Discord? Did you follow me on Twitter? Did you check out the Patreon? If you did, you're a champ. You're just a god among men. And if you're looking for extra credit, check out the podcast. I am a host of the RCC cryptocurrency subreddit. We have 4.5 million subscribers to the subreddit. And I'm a host of the podcast. Check it out. It's actually really good. So I'll shill it. I don't make any money on it. It's just for a non-profit. It's really good. All of the episodes are timeless. None of them are connected to like price action today. It's all evergreen. You can watch them at any time and they should make sense. It's all crypto talk. I've heard it described as the only real crypto podcast, quote someone said that. That's right. They've ever listened to. I agree. I think it's really good. So check it out. It is weareccpodcast.buzzsprout.com. Check them out. Root for wheat. Wheat root. Woot. Let's go wheat. I hope wheat dies. I hate wheat. Wheat has made it really difficult for me to eat anywhere because everything has gluten. But with wheat going up in price, people are going to be less likely to have gluten, less likely to have wheat in their food. So I approve of it mooning forever. Last call for the Discord. We're going to wrap this stream up. We're going to do the airdrop, so make sure you're in there. Verify. All you have to do is click that green check button.